There was a song that came on today that I haven't heard since I was a kid. I'm probably too old for some of you guys to know this. I'm unk status now. Dance with the Devil by Immortal Technique. I was 13 years old listening to the song. And it's hard for me to listen to it now as an adult. I'm like cleaning my room. I'm listening. I'm like, what's going on here? Cut. Anyway, so the song is about a teenager who basically wanted to be successful and respected by his peers, his friends, whatever. And he was so desperate to do so that he did something unspeakable to his mother. And he decides that, due to guilt, he can no longer live with this guilt, of course. And I have a theory that most situations where someone is having an identity crisis is because they're struggling to find respect or worth within their own community or life. Like, I've literally seen people join different fandoms, not because they like what the fandom is about, but because the acceptance that it offers. So it builds self-worth. In regard to the song, the teenager was masking his masculinity because he felt like being a man ultimately meant being respected through violence and fear. He believed his value as a human being is conditional based on his status with some form of like criminal or tough guy hierarchy. But when he joins a gang, and then this kind of goes into the fandom or community I mentioned, I think when people end up joining groups or communities strictly because of social acceptance, rather than actually believing or aligning with the ideologies of that fandom or group, people end up going through a sort of individualization, I say, is that even a word? Like a sort of disassociation from their own identity. They can even lose self-awareness and disregard individual accountability just to be in favor of whatever group norms they're part of. I've seen this with religion, by the way. I've seen this with, here's a great example. I remember playing TF2 for hours upon hours, Team Fortress 2, when I was younger, right? And the server that I always played on had a group of bronies on it. You know what I'm saying? Every single one of them, they were filling up every night at like 7 or 8 p.m. One brony comes into the server, 2, 4, 5. It's like everyone got a My Little Pony avatar. And this wasn't even a brony server, but this is just where their hangout was, right? And these were all grown men and women. One guy was like 41 years old, Thunderwho's avatar. I just made that. Is that even see? Hold on, now I gotta look this up. Is that even a My Little Pony character? All right, see, this is how predictable the names are. Chief Thunderhooves, wait, this ain't even a pony. This is a buffalo. I'm gonna put this on the screen right now while I'm editing this. Anyway, but this is what's so funny about this. These bronies were the nicest people ever. I gotta be for real. Hey, the My Little Pony community, y'all, I don't know, you guys got the nicest people of all time. They were funny, they were kind, and listen, they weren't very good at the game, I'm gonna be for real with you. But listen, it don't matter, you know what I'm saying? And I've seen people on the server start literally slowly converting to bronies after playing with them or hanging out with them a lot. Like the people who would play on this TF2 server every single day, all of a sudden, hey, what's your avatar, bro? Hey, you had a regular normie avatar, now you got this little rainbow dash out. Like, what's going on with you, cuz? And but to be honest, it was only like the kids on the server who were doing that, which makes sense. Kids struggle with identity, right? So, and when you're like a 14-year-old kid or something playing TF2, just being 14 in general, you're still trying to, you're growing, you know what I'm saying? And if you're a 14-year-old kid playing TF2 and all the people in the game are having fun in voice chat and being nice and they're all bronies, I think a 14-year-old kid is naturally going to explore the community. But this is what I mean by communities are just being nice and people will just join it. They may not even be into My Little Pony. It's just I just want to hang out with. I want to be part of the gang. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and this actually happened to me too. No, I didn't become a brony. Chill. I didn't become a brony. All right, but the anime avatar thing. I've seen people even in my comments think I'm a weeaboo. No. When I started playing TF2, my friend group, I didn't join the bronies. I joined the weeaboos. I didn't join the furries. There was the bronies, the furries, the normies, and then the weeaboos, right? I joined the weebs of TF2, and at that time period in my life, I was only watching Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. Bro, I didn't even watch anime like that. I still don't even watch anime like that. There was something else that I watched besides Yu-Gi-Oh! I forgot. But the weebs were so nice to me. but they were toxic to other people. And that's what I commonly find with weeaboos. You know what I'm saying? Sorry to be the guy, but like weeaboos, y'all are nice to each other until the non-weeaboos get in. You know what I'm saying? Now y'all being mean to them, you know, it's kind of like y'all are very isolative. It's you know, but that made me toxic in TF2. So essentially, because my toxic gamer friends are being toxic, well, now I'm being toxic, even though prior to them, I was never toxic. This goes to the main point here. It's an identity issue. This is why you can't hang out with certain people. This is why I literally say in my videos numerous times. How many times have I said this, y'all? I even made a whole video about it. Stay away from the unlucky. Before you attach yourself to someone or a group, observe the negative attributes and ask yourself if you're willing to let this be an active part of your life. Do you want to listen to somebody like talk about how like, look, bro, some people are just miserable, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some people are just angry all the time. Like you really want this part of your life because it's going to end up affecting you, you know? Or if you want to be socially accepted by this person, you're going to start molding yourself a little bit toward, you're going to get influenced by this. Like nobody's untouchable. Peers will influence you. It's just basic psychology. But anyway, this Dance with the Devil song, it low-key changed my life. It made me realize that even though when I was a kid, I wanted my own version of social acceptance, hearing a story like this made me realize, well, at least it's not as bad as this. You know what I'm saying? And because it's not as bad as this, there are some things that will last forever too. Like, you know, bro, even growing up, I still care about like the social acceptance part, obviously, right? Like social noise and so forth. But like, you know, as I've gotten older, it's become less relevant to me. You get what I'm saying? But I remember just being a kid and just like, I wanted to be cool. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to fit in, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Anyway, when I mentioned like, it can't be as bad as this, but there are some things that will last forever. And I think that's like an ending lyric in the song or something. Dang, man, like now I'm looking up stuff mid-recording, bro. This is shaking my head. So ghetto commentary, bro, doing research in the middle of a video. Okay, I found it. So the lyric goes, so when the devil wants to dance with you, you better say never, because a dance with the devil might last you forever. We all end up doing things that have consequences, obviously. Some of them are irreversible, you know. Same with the social acceptance. Sometimes you hang out with the wrong people when you were younger. Sometimes you are currently hanging out with the wrong people and you end up doing stuff or something, or someone does something to you that you didn't see coming because you're part of this circle or whatever, and now it affects you for the rest of your life. Life doesn't have a reset button, you know? But even though you quote dance with the devil, a metaphor, there's always something you can do better to be remembered as. Stuff happens. We make awful decisions and choices as human beings. We make errors, but you got to keep going and you got to find ways to grow and figure things out as you experience life. Know thyself, right? What groups or communities did you guys join when you were younger that you're no longer part of? Anyway, this episode is found on Spotify and YouTube. Leave a comment. Let me know how you feel. I'm out.